like a lover speaking about the beloved. You know, that personality who stole my heart is still with me, but I long to meet him on the bank of the river under the Vetasi tree. And ordinary people could not understand. But Rupa Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam, one who knows the heart of Lord Chaitanya, he understanding the mind of Lord Chaitanya, he wrote a verse explaining what Lord Chaitanya was singing. And that is a beautiful verse. Priyo Soyam Krishna. It's a very, very long verse. I'll just read the translation. The verse which Rupa Goswami composed, which is essentially Radharani is saying to her gopis, my dear friend, now I am meeting my very dear and old friend, Krishna. You see, this verse is discussing the meeting of Radha and Krishna in Kurukshetra. As you know, Krishna left Vrindavan and he went to Mathura and to Dwarka and did not come back for several years. Suddenly the gopis got the news that Krishna is coming to Kurukshetra. Sananda Baba, Yashoda and all the gopis, they all went to meet Krishna in Kurukshetra. But now they are seeing Krishna not as Vrindavan Vihari, but as Dwarkadish Krishna with golden ornaments and with chariots and elephants and horses. So Srimati Radharani is happy to meet Krishna, but at the same time she is saying in this verse, I am the same Radharani and you are the same Krishna. We are meeting, it is very pleasant, but I would like to go to the bank of the river Jamuna under the forest of Kadamba trees, and I would like to hear the celebrated flute, the fifth note within that forest of Vrindavan. Rupa Goswami wrote it privately and he kept it in his kutia, in his thatched hut. He went to take bath in the ocean. And as Rupa Goswami left, just after that Lord Chaitanya came to meet Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami was not there, but suddenly he saw some. In those days there was not like e-messages. It was like you had to write it in a leaf. It was not so easy. So Lord Chaitanya saw that verse written on the leaf and he began to read it. He was so joyful. Shloka padi Prabhu Sukhi Premavashta Haila. When Lord Chaitanya read this verse, he was in ecstasy. And he was so happy. And just when Rupa Goswami came and he offered obeisances, Prabhu dekhi prangan pranam korila, Prabhu tare chapad mare kahite lagila. And Lord Chaitanya lovingly slapped Rupa Goswami and said, Gudha mora ridaya, tumi janila ke mane? How could you understand my mind? Gudha, my confidential. Eta kahi rupa kari dhrida alingan. Lord Chaitanya embraced Rupa Goswami. How could you understand what is going on in my heart? See, to understand someone's heart is not very easy. If I want to know what the Prime Minister, where the Prime Minister is there, I can know from news. If I want to know to talk to him, I can know from somebody who is close. But if I want to know what the Prime Minister is thinking, that very close associate can understand. To understand the mind of Krishna, the mind of Lord Chaitanya, is not possible for even the greatest scholar. How could Rupa Goswami understand this? Lord Chaitanya embraced him and he told to all the devotees, he called for Sarup Damodar and questioned him, Mora antar varta Rupa kemane janila. How could Rupa Goswami understand the innermost thoughts of my heart? And Sarup Damodar Goswami, again, he is one associate of the Lord can understand the mind of another associate. Sarup Damodar, who is the personal secretary of Lord Chaitanya, who is Lalita Sakhi, he replied, Sarup kahe jani kripa kariya che apanne. I can understand that you have already bestowed your causeless mercy upon him. No one else could understand the meaning. I can understand that you have been merciful. You see, Raja Vidya Raja Goyam, Bhagavad Gita also. It is very simple, 700 verses. But Only one who is a pure devotee, he can understand. Krishna says to Arjuna, I am explaining this knowledge. Bhakto se me sakha cheti. Rahasya etad uttamam. You are my devotee. And Srila Prabhupada's purports actually reveal to us what is Lord Chaitanya's heart. Similar thing happened when Srila Prabhupada glorified his spiritual master, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, on his Vyas Puja. Absolute is sentient, thou hast proved. Impersonal calamity, thou hast removed. And when Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur heard this, he was so happy. He told the devotees, whatever Abhay writes, you should print. Because he knows the heart of Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Swarup Damodar told Lord Chaitanya, you have bestowed mercy. And what did Lord Chaitanya respond? Prabhu kahe, iho ame prayag milaila. When I met him in Prayag, Yogya Patra Jani More Kripa Haila. Knowing him to be a suitable person, I bestowed my mercy upon him. Rupa Goswami had these qualities of humility. When one is humble, he becomes fit to receive the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and their divine representative. At that time, when I met him in Prayag, I bestowed upon him my transcendental potency. Now you should all give him instructions, in particular instruct him in transcendental mellows. Now here Lord Chaitanya is establishing etiquette. So Swarup Damodar Goswami is also advanced devotee. Rupa Goswami is knowing the heart of the Lord. What is the need for any other knowledge? But the etiquette is Swarup Damodar Goswami is more intimate and more senior. So he is asking Swarup Damodar, you give him knowledge about the Rasa Tattva, which is later on coming in the form of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Swarup Damodar replied, when I saw the composition of the verse, I could understand that you have given mercy.